Travel to Alaska with us, day 13. Today we are breaking up camp and we enjoyed a very rainy night last night at this beautiful campground close to the hot springs. And we got to be in them last night, and now today, guess what? We had to break camp in the rain. Only now, since our camp is broken and we're ready to go, finally it has stopped raining. I don't know what's going on over there. I'm not going to ask.
Cassia, are you ready to travel?
Get your thing. Why are you sitting there?
Good.
A few necessary things before we leave. I'm so surprised at how many wildflowers we see here in northern BC. I was especially impressed with these roses. I learned that they are the Alberta wild rose and are on Alberta license plates. After we climbed into the car and started on our journey, it began to rain some more. We were absolutely overjoyed to see a wild wolf poke his nose out of the bushes. Then we crossed over into the Yukon Territory. Then we had to stop at the Sign Park.
The Watson Lake Signpost Forest is the oldest and most extensive of its type. It represents the long-standing tradition of leaving your mark. Carl Lindley started the Signpost Forest in 1942 when he was a homesick soldier from Danville, Illinois. While working on the construction of the Alaska Highway, he added his hometown sign to an Army mileage post. A tradition of adding signs gained momentum, and the single signpost grew to a forest. People from all over the world continue to add signs connecting their faraway homes to the town of Watson Lake. The Signpost Forest illustrates the historic and universal relationship between a traveler, their journey, and their connection to home. The Alaska Highway was constructed during the Second World War to provide a land-based route to Alaska and ground support for the construction of airstrips in the Northwest staging route. Now designated an event of national significance, the Alaska Highway changed the landscape of the Yukon by providing year-round access to the rest of Canada, increasing transportation routes, improving communication systems, and altering settlement patterns. It brought new services and expanded economic opportunities throughout the territory.
Nevin brought a sign from Vermont to place there. Can you find it? We fueled up close to the Signpost Park and we were back on the road. We were happy when at last it stopped raining and began to clear off a little. Here we saw signs that we had just crossed the Continental Divide. We also were hoping to sleep in White Horse that night. I was thoroughly enjoying the mountains that we kept seeing as we drove. And then, of course, every so often we'd see a really cool beaver pond by the side of the road. Campground here in the Yukon Territory. We are about a day away from Alaska. Tonight, the sun does not go down. It doesn't go down until 12:30 in the morning. And then it's supposed to come back up at 2 o'clock tomorrow morning. So it goes down at 12:30 in the morning and comes back up at 2 o'clock. We set up camp and went to bed.